Good morning. Welcome to Saturday in the Studio. My name is Lisa, and I am with the Stamper Studio. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I love to stamp. I love to share stamping, and I'm going to share with you right now. This morning, we are going to focus on Simply Succulents, which is a really fun cactus-type stamp set. So let me show you that. Before I show you that, I want you to look at this. Okay, so look at this. What the heck? This is today, -11. Oh my goodness, it is a cold day here in Minnesota. Ugh, that's okay. Summer's coming. All right. So first I want to show you, this is a card made by, I don't have her name. This is a card made by somebody who used the fine art floral, but this pot, I thought, where is that pot? That pot is so cute. Where's the pot? So the pot led me to this, Simply Succulents, and the pot is right there. Yeah, well, that's the whole reason I wanted this was because of that. But I have found so many cute things to make with it that I want to share with you. So the Simply Succulents stamp set has, you make the ordinary extraordinary. You've been on my mind. Thanks. Really cool font. Kind people are my kind of people. And then some really cute, very cute cactus. Are these cactus? Is that what they're called? Succulent. They're succulents. They're not cactus. They're succulents.
Morning, Barb.
Good morning. And yes, it's cold. And here are the dies that come with it. First off, look at this fancy die. So this whole thing is a die, and I made a card to go with that, just because you just die cut the whole thing. And here's the card I made and piled up the thanks, because we've got all these very cute places to put sentiments in the dies. I'll show you that in a second. And then I thought, when we were in Sedona, Arizona, we did see these pink succulents, and boy, they are so pretty. So isn't that pretty? And that's just literally die cutting this out. And then I just put adhesive on the edges. I didn't even try to put any in the middle. You can see it's kind of, if I move it, you can see that it's not glued down. But that's okay. It stays just fine. So, and I piled up the bottom and put some of our twine underneath it. So here are the others that come in this set. So of course we've got the pot. That's why I wanted to get it. But we've also got these great sentiment spaces. And this one fits right. This one's nice and big. So it's good for the stamp. You make the ordinary extraordinary. That fits nicely on there. But also, this could go right inside here. It does fit quite well, which is what made me think to do this. I was like, oh, that fits in there. So there's that. And then there's these other two that are really fun shapes for words as well. And these, again, this fits nicely right inside there. So I do like when there's things that layer. Besides that, of course, we have...
Good morning, Faith.
Morning, Faith. To cut out the dies, of course, we have that one, and we have this one. Pull that down. And we have two of these. So if you stamped two, you could die cut two at the same time. The pot. But then in addition, we also have this one right here, which is a fun little, oh, maybe that's that one. Sorry, I think that's that one. And I think these... Shoot, let me just open it and see. One's the outline and one's the inside. Oh, right. Thanks, Dave. Dave's on it. One's the outline and one is the whole, the inside. Perfect, thank you. But what I wanted to show you is that these two, there's no stamps to go with them, but these are awesome little accents. And so this one is one I'm going to use this morning. It's just this little succulent, not a cactus, it's a succulent. So
morning, Diane. Morning, Carrie.
Pop all these back over here. Hopefully you can hear Dave saying good morning to you. All right. So, like I said, the back one was just, the big one was just perfect for that. That's so pretty. So here's what I would call like a big take it up a notch, just because, see, there's that one popped out on top. Isn't that pretty? And I used the brick 3D embossing folder behind it. I thought this was so much fun. So much fun to use the Stampin' Right, no, Stampin' Blends on it. And again, using that little twine. So isn't that so fun? It's so, so cute. And then here's the one similar to what I'm going to make this morning. So this background, I actually took this and ran it through with the little mat underneath. So I didn't cut it out. I just got some texture. And sometime that could be a good Wonder Wednesday. How do you do that? Because you do feel like you're going to die cut through your mat, but you're not. And then I used this the other day. This is from the Hydrangea Haven, and I just love that little tag, so I needed to pull that out. So isn't that perfect? I did not stamp that. No, I did not. It came right here from the Forever Greenery. So, of course, the succulents, I thought, ooh, Forever Greenery would be perfect. So look at, it's from this one. Doesn't that work perfectly, though? Look at that. How great is that? I just die cut that out. All right. So I think we're ready to go ahead and make the one I would like to make this morning. Here we go. I am going to use that same paper. First off, I'm going to start with
Morning, Cheryl.
Garden Green. This way. Garden Green. I'm going to do that little flap, little overlap. I'm going to go ahead and stick this one inside. When you take one of my classes, I'll tell you. What is Dave laughing at? Sticking this, I like to stick this inside first. Unless I'm going to stamp something on it, I'll stamp it and then stick it on just so I don't get ink on it. So it's good to go. And I am going to use from Forever Greenery, this one. I thought that kind of mimics some of the succulents. So I'm going to put that down here on the bottom part. And then, do you see this side? That's what we're going to use to die cut out the succulent. Because I thought I tried it with this and it didn't quite look very good. So I'm going to layer here just a couple layers like this. We could just do the white, but I thought it might look nice with a little bit of the garden green underneath it down here. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that on. Just a little adhesive on the top there. I'm going to center that. I am not going to stamp on this, so I'm going to go ahead and stick this on as well. Sometimes when I'm going to stamp on things, I don't want to stick them on right away because I want to take care of making it first. All right, we'll center that. And this, of course, is the Stitch So Sweetly dies. You'll see me use this all the time. Okay, for a background, I thought how fun to do these, either the wood, or not wood, either the stone or this stone. And these are from, this really pairs nicely with it. It's In Good Taste, and it has so many of these wonderful wood backgrounds. What's up, bud? Catalog's missing. Uh-oh. I snagged it. All right. In Good Taste. So it has all these wonderful backgrounds that we can use just as a background. We don't need to stamp on it or anything. So Dave, what do you think? Do you think the tile here or the brick? I kind of think the brick. Oh, he kind of thinks the tile. I saw that face. Tile?
I think the tile looks like an Arizona condo.
All right. So we'll go with the tile. Yeah, once I said that, I thought, oh, maybe the tile's a little bit better. All right. And then let's go ahead and stamp and die cut out the pot, my favorite, right? The pot and the succulent. So let's grab that pot. And we'll go ahead and stamp that. And I'm just going to stamp it in basic black. And you don't even have to stamp it. You could just die cut it out. Ooh, we could do the pot in this. That might be too much.
All right, hold it. We have to comment. Carrie, I was going to say you must be warmer because you're in Oregon, but with an ice storm taking out your electricity, 22 degrees in the house is definitely colder than in our house.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Carrie.
Hopefully it comes on soon.
All right, so I'm going to stamp this on top of that In Good Taste, so I get a little bit of the, again, looking like a little bit of wood sitting. I think that'll be okay. Let's give it a try. Or maybe it needs to be a darker one. Sorry, I'm second guessing myself. On top of the white, I think we should make it a darker. That would probably, that would probably look better on top of this white. I think so. Let's go ahead and I'm going to stamp this and then die cut it. And again, like I said, I don't have to stamp it. I could just die cut because you don't really get much of the accent there. And then I am going to go ahead and use this one, and we're going to go ahead and die cut out something from the Forever Greenery that will match or look good with, just going to rip a little piece here, this. Let's see what this looks like. I think when I saw this, I thought, oh, I bet it would look like it's a striped succulent. So let's go ahead and die cut those out. I've got my little Stamp and Cut, and I am really liking this because I can use it right here in front of you instead of having to die cut everything. The big one I enjoy because it's big and it cuts everything, but this one I can do here. So that's handy too, because I can get it done. All right, so that Forever Greenery just feels like it really works well with the succulents. So let's take a look at that. Are you ready? Ooh, oh, I die cut the wrong. Oh, no, I did not. Let's look at that. Oh, pull that out of there. All right, so that's what these little holes are for. So you can get it popped up. There we go. All right. Doesn't that look fun? Look, it looks just like a succulent. Shocking. All right, so then we just need to die cut out. Rip this little piece. We need to die cut out our pot. We'll go ahead and put the pot on there. What do you guys think? I think the wood would probably look better. I think the wood will look fine. So let's go ahead and you can use, I just dropped it. You can use a Post-it note to hold it, which is sometimes a good idea so that it doesn't move. Sometimes I just put it there and like squish it really hard to make sure it's not going to move until I get it under there. There we go. And sometimes I go back through just because I don't want to go all the way through. All right, so there's our pot. Let's put this aside. All right, now we're ready to finish making our card. But I just thought this was so much fun, that little succulent. Look at that. Is that going to be cute? So let's put that on our card. I'm going to use my bone folder and just make this nice and tight so it stays down while I'm trying to stamp on it or put this on. Yeah, so I'm going to pop this up because I always pop things up. I like to have some dimension. Remember, you can always use all the edges of your Stampin' Dimensionals. I like to just rip them off. I don't need to cut them because you can also sort of bend them. You can do whatever you want to make it. I want one more up here. So we'll grab one more little piece there. There we go. All right, so this is going to go here. And we're going to take our little succulent and tuck it under. Look how cute that is. All right, I'm just going to stick this one down. I'm not going to pop up anything. And I really am just going to put adhesive right here. And I want to try to get it all on the top. Pull that up a little bit. Okay, isn't that so fun? The only thing it still needs is it needs a little something here, right? Wouldn't you agree? So I'm going to use our twine. And I'm just going to make a little bow. Many of you do not like to make bows, but bows are okay. They're not too hard once you make them a bunch. There we go. That looks good. And I'm going to go ahead and trim that, and we will stick that on right there, which seems like it just is calling for something there, isn't it? It needs a little bit of, it just needs something to pull out to make the pot.
Good morning, yo.
There it is. And we could, hey, yo, yo, yo. You want to get in shape, check out Go Yo Go Fitness. She is the bomb. She is so strong and such a good teacher. So make sure to check that out. And then if we wanted, we could put a little sentiment on it, or we could just type on write on the inside. But isn't that cute? And that is kind of similar what the idea here, that really just the one little pot. Isn't that fun? Now, if you were to get this,
Barb loves the card.
Thank you. Well, I'll post them in the chat. If you were to get the Simply Succulents bundle, the other thing that you could get is you could get a free celebration item by the end of February. I'm trying to move these off. So let me show you something you could make with that. I want to make something with our darling donkeys. Well, here is one I made with darling donkeys. This is probably one of my favorites for sure. This little hat comes from the kangaroo stamp set, but isn't that so fun with it going through his mouth? You guys have seen me make that. So I thought I would make just kind of a quick card using that same In Good Taste designer series paper, because that really, again, it pairs nicely with the donkey. So I'm just starting with my standard 5.5 by 8.5, and we'll go ahead and stick on. So then this designer series paper would be just 1/4 inch shorter. So it's 5.25 by 4, 5.25 by 4. We'll stick that right there. And then I thought, let's use our fun designer series paper that is also free. So you could either get the donkeys or you get the paper. I just thought that'd be fun to pull out some of our donkeys to make them like hee-haw. I don't know. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp on here. We'll stamp a little donkey. Every time I say donkey, it makes me think of Shrek. So I'm going to stamp the donkey, and I'm just going to stamp it in the black, Memento Black. There we go. And if you haven't seen the donkey set, they are so cute. Barb made a darling card with them. So they're just so fun. I'm going to use this one and use the Hey There Friend. So we'll go ahead and stamp our donkey on here. All right. There it is. Nice. Always cover up your ink so you don't stick your hand in it or something else in it. And I'm going to go ahead and color the donkey. And I'm going to use our dark crumb cake and the light crumb cake. Okay, so let's grab, can you grab me a yellow over there, either Bumblebee or something of a marker? Pardon?
Blend.
Yeah, a blend. Yep, so let's go ahead and color him. Her, whatever. This is the light. I like to start, thank you. I like to start with the light because I can always go back in and make it darker. And I could take off the ink if I wanted to. Before you sit down, can I have a green one also? He's like, too late, I already sat down. All right, let's go ahead and color this. There we go. So if you've not used these Stampin' Blends, they are amazing. They are amazing because I can go over something and really give it like shadow and make it look like I'm somewhat artsy, even though I'm so not. I'm going to take the dark one and add a little bit to his ear to make it a little bit, maybe his hair or tail, things that maybe stick out a little bit more. Put some in there. And then I could make like the shadow over here if I want to add a little bit. But I love the way it blends. I'm going to do the hooves also. Hooves. I'm going to do them also. So it actually, I mean, I think it kind of looks like, I got to get his mouth. Kind of looks like a little bit of watercolor, or well colored, and I really I'm not an artist. So there we go. I mean, but that looks really good for what, super quick. Let's go ahead and color just that little stem. Don't want to get his teeth green. That would look like he has lettuce in his teeth. And I'm going to color just that rose, yellow rose of Texas. Sure, I didn't get it all the way. There we go. All right. That's good. The other thing I thought would make him look kind of fun is to go ahead and stamp some of these little stars. It's just like, I don't know, just a little bit to make it look to make it look a little. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. When that happens, friends, when that happens, here's what you need to do. You need to take scissors right away when it happens so you don't forget about it, and cut what caused that. So if there's a line there, get rid of it, because it's going to happen again and again, and every time you're going to be frustrated. I would be frustrated. So I'm going to cut this a little bit smaller so that doesn't happen again. There we go. Now let's continue on. I will cover up that with something. But see, now I'm not worried that, oh dear, that's going to happen again. Okay? So when that happens, that's happened a couple times, and I've been meaning to tell you, when that happens, right away, take care of it. Okay. we're going to go ahead and pop this up like that. Put a little angle to it. My dimensionals are right here. So.
Thanks, yo. It's still sore, but I'll live.
Oh, Dave's leg is horrible. I'm glad he didn't break it. Although we're not totally sure that he didn't break his kneecap. I guess he would know if he broke it, but fell off a stool trying to finish our shower. But there we go. All right, we'll pop this up. I don't want that double popped up. There we go. So we'll just pop this up a little bit like that. I think that looks cute. And we're going to cover up that because I don't want that. And I was going to stamp something anyway. So we're going to stamp, "Hey there, friend," in our bumblebee. Let's move all that off. We're going to stamp, "Hey there, friend," in some bumblebee. And I'm using Very Vanilla. And of course, I'm going to use this double oval punch. I love it. I love that they're both in the same thing. I just need to trim that a little bit more so it fits in. Sometimes I cut it. Sometimes I can just rip it. It doesn't really matter because that's the part that we're going to see. "Hey there, friend." And I think we will layer that to make it show up on top of the espresso. So that will look, I'm going to sit that right here, and that will just make that really, well, it will cover up my little spot for one thing. There we go. And it will give my little donkey a sentiment. The last thing we could add, if we wanted to add one more thing, is we could add some ribbon because it's kind of that same bumblebee color, or we could add a bow over here or a knot. So I'm just going to leave it plain for right now, but you certainly could add a ribbon there. Dave's shaking his head like enough is enough. Anyway, yeah, it's cute. There's a lot going on, but it all fits. It all matches. So there's super cute donkey that you could get for free if you were to purchase the cactus. So the Simply Succulent bundle. So there you go, friends. That's what I have to show you. Are these cards for spring? They're for anything. They're for Vortex winter. They're for anything. I do want to tell you that the celebration only goes till February 28th. So make sure if you want something, you get it by then. There are lots of stamp sets and paper in the celebration catalog that once that's gone, it's gone. So the other thing, if you don't have one of these, please let me know. But there's so many cute things in here. Paper, donkeys, all free. Happy birthday. There's some more paper, lots of flowers and words. And so lots of fun things you can get in there. The last thing I want to tell you is make sure if you want to sign up for Take It Up a Notch, these are the cards we'll be making. And definitely Take It Up a Notch is, you're going to be making a little bit more. You do get $10 free product. The class costs $25, but like I said, you get $10 in free product. You'll make 3 cards, and you need to register by February 20th. So we're using the Fine Art Floral. So you would probably want to have that stamp set. It's a little, but you could use any punch out, any die cut floral or flower here. It doesn't have to be Fine Art Floral. It could be anything. So that's that one. Same with this one.
Hey, Tracy. Hey, Jenny.
And I will, so this one also, you could use any flower here, and I'll send you the gold and everything you need. There's that. What is that from? Oh yeah, look, that's from that Simply Succulents, that little background. I thought that was really fun. And then this one is kind of a very fun, different style of card. And when I send you the cards, I send you everything you need to make them, not the stamps. And not the markers to color them, but all the paper, everything you need to make it, as well as the directions and the how to cut it, what I use to cut it and make it. So, yep, you can join us live to make these, or you can watch the tutorial that I can mail to you. So either way is just fine. You can get them. You can come make these cards with us. All right, thanks for joining us this morning in frigid, cold, polar vortex, Minnesota. But spring's coming. That's all right. We'll get there. Thank you so much. And I hope that you have a warm, a good day. I know that stamping does make me happy. And I hope that I can help you bring a little joy into your life by teaching you how to stamp. All right, happy stamping, friends.